us around up here for a wee while. G'day guys, and welcome back to the channel. Bit of a different video from the last few now. We're back on stock work, so that'll make a lot of people quite happy, because I know tractors can get a bit tedious. Believe me, I know, they really can. The amount of errors we do in them every year, like 700. That's alright. So, job today is these girls. Well, it's not, but it started with these girls. So they've just done that young grass, we've got it mown, it's not looking bad. They were down there and there, and then last night I opened the gates into here for them. Just opened the gates into that one now. So I just got to get them out of the road. They're all right, this mob, but yeah, I'm not very happy that that gate came open. It's not the end of the world, but the mob's just wound up a whole lot bigger than it should be. There's probably close to 400 ewes in this mob now with their lambs, so there could be, hopefully there is over 1,000 animals in the mob. It's just a bit big, but I struggle to shut gates again after they've been boxed up, because lambs wind up running around all over the place. Anyway, we have got to get those ones there up into there, and then open the gates for these and these, but not those, to come down to there. And if that works, down to there, and if that works, those to there, and then those can have all of that. Because tomorrow we have to mouth and udder ewes and crutch ewes, and I think that's it. In preparation for Wednesday, because we haven't done it yet. We should have probably had it done a week ago, but hey, guess what? I've got my Swedes in, so that's fine. Yeah, most of those ewes are going to the works. Some of those lambs are going to the works on Wednesday. But we're not going to have time on Wednesday to sort out the lambs and the ewes. So what we're going to do is tomorrow hunt them in, draft the lambs off, just real quick go through and mouth and udder the ewes. When I say udder, we often check the udder for any lumps or anything that we think would be of concern for next year. All we're checking for this time is to make sure that there's no open wounds in the udder, because if we do that, possibly rightfully so, we get a big fine from the freezing works if we send them in with open wounds. And that's not a common thing, but it can happen. So, yeah, we'll go get that sorted. Let's go. He's still. You like the camera now? Me? Success! Woohoo! Now, see all those dark green spots out there? Yeah, they were a present from the Scottish a long time ago. Those Scottish have got a pretty sick, twisted warp sense of humour, if you ask me. And yeah, now we've got to deal with them. So that right there is a Scotch thistle. And much like gorse and broom, in Scotland, they struggle. They're not a problem plant. Well, they're native, and they probably have some predators of some description. Weed competition, animals that eat them, I don't know. But here, we don't. We don't. And we won't talk about Californians. That's just a whole other story. Now, there's a few ways we can deal with Scotch thistles and Californian thistles. They're not very similar plants though. Scotch is, it's not normal for Scottish to say this, but Scotch thistles sort of like to stand on their own, and they do their own thing. One plant is one thistle, whereas Californians, these things here, one plant is visible from a root system. That's not correct. About 10,000 plants usually are visible from one root system. They have these massive intertwined roots that go for miles and miles underground, and you think you're doing it wonders by killing one plant, and all you're doing is killing what's on the surface. So Californians, the idea is we mow to reduce the biomass in the root system. So they pull from the root system for so long till the plant gets so high. Don't know for sure, estimate somewhere around about a foot. After that, they're building the root system back up, and then they go to seed. Their germination rate on their seeds is like 1 in 10,000 or 1 in a million or something, so they're pretty poor at getting their seeds to germinate. However, their root system is incredibly hard to kill, so we just work on trying to reduce the size of it. So we mow, we could spray. I'm yet to see any spray that doesn't completely wipe out your clover. That works on thistles. I don't believe one exists. Versatile is a great option, but you're not going to see clover for a year after that, and clover's sort of the building block of our system. So anyway, back to the scotchies out there. What I think we're going to do is leave those sheep in there for a day. There's a bit of grass in that paddock, not a huge amount. I'm not so much worried about capitalising on the grass that's in there. We want to do that. Down the bottom it's quite bad, it might be 2 days yet. What I'm more worried about is those pinches in the paddock where it is quite heavy. When you mow it at this time of year and there's a lot of stuff lying on the ground, it can lie there for a long time and hinder your growth moving forward. So you sort of want to take it off, which you want to do anyway, and then mow the rubbish out and then let it come back. And when we do that, obviously we will be mowing the scotchies out as well, and some of them will come back because they are, sorry I can't see what I'm doing there, some of them are quite hard to get up, to get right under, so they'll come back a wee bit, but not much. And if you get a bit of rain afterwards, they don't like it either. So yeah, so we also mow them for control. They're probably a bit easier to kill with a spray, but it comes down to the dollars thing too. Like, you're only going to kill that plant. Next year a seed somewhere else is going to germinate. Yeah, and these are 3rd year young grass paddocks. This one is too, and there's a few in here. For some reason, 3rd year young grass paddocks are the worst for scotchies. Don't know why, just seems to be the way it is. So yeah, we want to get on top of these, because a couple of years ago, and to an extent last year, with the dries that we had, and we had massive rampant growth early on, we didn't get to do any early topping. And because we didn't get to do any early topping, sorry, I'll try and keep you out of that wind. There's a microphone coming to stop that. Yeah, the scotchies grew without word of a lie to this tool. Like, they were huge, they were massive. They were trees, so we want to avoid that happening if we can in the future, and the best way to do it is to mow. Smart old girls, you gotta watch them. They've been around the block a time or two. Some not bad looking lambs in there, eh? Not all of them, but certainly some. But yeah, they know what's going on, and I wouldn't mind betting they wouldn't mind their lambs gone, but at the same time they don't want me to win. Still sit, good. Give them time. I hope she's got the whole lot. We're going to have to shut the gate and go and have a look, but she's normally pretty good. Better get the rest. Sit! Haven't got a hundaway at the moment that's up to very much, so having to do some less than traditional things to make noise. Good girl, Steel. Good girl. going to be a wee bit of crutching to do too. I don't think many of these ewes won't need done, which is a bit concerning, but oh well, we'll get it done. Some of them are stringing through the gateway up there. Oh well, success, but I'm a man that knows when to call it quits. You see, these lambs here are like your spoilt little mummies, boys and girls, only children, you know. They don't know what pressure is. They've been mollycoddled their whole life. They've had it great. They've been put through gates 3 or 4 times, and that's it. Yeah, so they're also a month old, 3 weeks older than the rest. So they don't behave quite like the rest. They're very scared of losing all their privileges. So, and that is going to happen in the next few days. So yeah, we've got them this far. We'll let the mother up before we try the next gate, because it's a horrible gate. And then after that we can do the rest after tea. It's currently like 9:30 in the morning, so we're in no rush at all. So I think what we'll do is go get those ones into here, check this paddock for cast, and then carry on around the farm. Oh, sheep. What are you up to, girl? Hey, there we go. There you go. Pretty sure I picked you up the other day, didn't I? Idiot. Oh, she's away. Don't do it again. Learn from your mistakes. You're right. Maybe it wasn't her, because maybe this is her. Really? Again, girl? Yeah. See, that's where she was cast the other day. And then today she's here. They're dries, they're not supposed to get cast, although this here hasn't been grazed for like a year. Yeah, some people would say put it in pine trees. I think I showed you guys a while ago putting the dries in here, the wet dries, but yeah, they have got on top of the other end a wee bit, as you can see. This end here, they're not really camping around here, but they'll get there, because they'll come home for shearing, and the ones from this mob actually that we keep will probably join them. And they'll come back here until they've done what I want them to do. After shearing, obviously they're not going to get cast, so that's all right. But yeah, I want to get on top of that bank. It's my own fault the last couple of years. Well, it is, but early in the season we've been more worried about keeping on top of productive paddocks than we have the banks, which you would. There's no point letting good quality feed turn rough when this stuff that's always going to be rough is just getting rougher, and you're worried about it. No, you worry about the good stuff. Yeah, and then of course later on in the season it hasn't. Yeah, we've tried to graze it, sort of trampled it, but just haven't chewed it out hard. So we're going to get on top of it this year. And the other bank's the same, but we've kept on top of it not bad. It's sort of held up all right. So that gets 3 or 4 grazings a year. Plus it gets lambed on. This one we can't lamb on because there's a creek at the bottom. The ewes can get in and out, lambs can't. So yeah, it will be counterproductive to lamb in there. There's lambs on that side of the fence. Oh well, that's her loss. Where are you lot going? Down the bottom of working it out, goes straight for it. Woohoo! Freedom, they say! Come on, girl, turn down. Turn down. There you go. Still right. She's a good wee dog. with dogs and me is that they think they know more than I do, and they do fully know more than I do, but sometimes, just occasionally, I do know what I want them to do. They don't always listen, but she's pretty good. Walk up still. So guys, 4 days ago, in fact not quite, what are we now? 10 to 10. So it's about an hour and a half from now, 4 days ago, when we started drilling, and we have a Swede. Don't know if you guys can quite see him there. Definitely can there. If we come back here, I think I've killed this guy. But you can see the wee blue thing in the ground there. If I get out of the light or in the light, which one helps? Can't see on camera there. There we go. Might be better with me in the light, I think. You can see the wee red dot right there. That's part of the seed coating. The wee blue thing's just there. Now I probably killed him, but that's alright. And that is the stem. So they're definitely not up yet, but you wouldn't expect it at 4 days. I think once we did have them up in 4 days, but it was exceptional weather. But I would say tomorrow, if not the next day, provided it stays warm, we will see 40 to 50% of these plants poking their heads through, just coming through. And something really interesting is going to happen when they do. To be fair, I've only looked on a headland there. I won't worry about it today because there's no panic, but yeah, they're going to come through. Like they've got a wee green head on them at the moment, and as they come through, that wee green head's going to turn bright white, and that is because of the ombre spray that we put on here, the pre-emergent. Does the same thing to the weeds, but it's designed to kill the weeds and the Swedes grow through it. Might take 2 or 3 days of growth out of the Swedes as they come through till they go green again, but yeah, having never done it before, that's all what I've been told. Fingers crossed it works, because I remember using that picus last year, and oh, that's enough to make a grown man cry. Your Swedes are just shriveling up to the point where they're just about dead, and I reckon it took 3 weeks of growth off them, but I was told that that would happen, so yeah, that's what it is. This is going far too easily. Still sit, don't put too much pressure on them. Far too easily. Almost feel like I should make it go wrong. Still set, wow. Still out. I may have to take back what I said before about them being spoiled little mummies, boys and girls. They're being very well behaved. Although, have I just spoken too soon? Probably. See that ewe there? She's done well. I'm a bit nervous about how many lambs we're going to get tomorrow. I don't think there's going to be many there. Sort of hoping for 30, 40, 50, I don't know. Getting rid of the ewes is the big thing. But it's not tomorrow, it's the next day. Tomorrow we're going to cross them. We might chuck a couple of big ones across the scales tomorrow just to see on their way, but not too fussed. They won't lie on the day, and what'll be will be. See that one at the back's a reasonable size lamb. There's probably a few in there. One with the tail will probably go. 1, 2, 3, not that one. I don't know, we'll see. I need to go back and have a look at last year's kill sheet and look back through the video we did. I think that was of Kaz, the vet, and find out what we cut off at and what the bottom was, because we can probably afford to go a little bit lower with these ones, with those south downs in there. Not with the straight romneys in the other mob, but there may not be anything to go in there. We'll play that one by ear. Right. One of we fellas decided to sneak down the fence line. Let's see if Steele can get him back. Right. Ah, not good. Steele, right. Sit. Sit, good girl, sit. He might be away on the truck. I don't know. We'll see. The South Downs can be quite deceiving. Both ways. Second mob on their way out. Scarily easy. Someone, somewhere, is having a really bad day today. And I thank them for taking Murphy off my back. I may be being a little bit over dramatic there. Shifting ewes and lambs is normally not that bad of a job. It's a very enjoyable job, and normally 9 times out of 10 it goes good. What changes though is when you put a time constraint on having to shift ewes and lambs, and then Murphy comes in knocking and everything usually goes wrong. So fingers crossed tomorrow morning goes as well. We'll be quite early tomorrow morning and it'll be cooler, so I'd say it will. But there's the wee mob. And there's the bigger mob, way over there. So they are going to get the next paddock down as well, the house paddock, and yeah, should be good. They can chew away on that for a wee while. So what have they got? They'll have tonight there, they'll have tomorrow night there. And then on Wednesday they'll be going on a truck, so they won't have Wednesday night there. And a few lambs as well. The hoggets though, we're going to shift the hoggets after lunch. It's just on lunchtime now, so we're going to do that after lunch. They're going to go chew the ram paddock out, and then when they finish there, they're going to come and chew these little paddocks around the house out and just tidy things up a wee bit. Try and keep on top of it, seeing as we got it tidied up well early on. Often that house paddock just turns to rubbish for the whole season, but it hasn't so far, so we'll try and keep it that way. What are you going to do? Come on, you got 3 mates there somewhere. They all got back through, have they? Come on. You got to cross there, you can get back through. There we go. Idiot. Right. There's one over there, but they're going to be back here in about a week, so I'm not too stressed. Still right. Still sit. Still sit. Now the blue heads are weathers. That's Christmas dinner. Have to get them out soon actually and get them away to the butchers. The girls have done quite well in here. It's a wee bit rough, but at this time of year this bit hasn't been top. It's actually not looking too bad at all. So yeah, neither are they. Walk up still. Walk up. Cheeky wee things. Well, they've got to go on that young grass paddock and they've got to go across it and not stay on it too long. But yeah, they'll want to stay on it, no doubt. They found the gate a bit easier. Sean, they did Woolly. They were not painful, but hey, will I go still? Will I go still? They're moving. Man, they're moving. Right. Will I go still? Still, help. Still, help. Help. Good girl, help. Stop her before she does what she thinks she's supposed to do. Oh no. So that right there is where they're going, but there's a bit of a journey to get there, especially on a hot day like today. Man, it must be 22, 23 degrees today. Really nice. Just wish these lines would hurry up and fill in, but there's not much sign of anything happening there yet. and the odd wee bit, but surely it's on its way. Now this can be dodgy. If I turn the camera off all of a sudden it's because they've gone that way and I've got a panic, but yeah, we'll see. And yes, there is a woolly one in there. She escaped through the fence before shearing and then got back into the mob afterwards. Steel, sit! They're going to find the gate at a hell of a pace. This could be bad. Will I go still? Will I go still? Will I go still? Just take it easy, we girls. Still sit. Still sit. Sit. Oh, you don't like actually sitting. Here we go. They're away. They're going to go the wrong way. Will I go still? Will I go still? Will I go still? Right, right, right. Will I go right, 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 right. Good girl, still. Good girl. And that, guys, is why we have dogs. The problem is now they're going to want to come back in here, I guess. No? Yep. That sign is the problem there. I've run that sign over a couple of times. I've written to the council to ask for it to be shifted, and they refused to. And if this was lambs right now, I'd probably do it again. Yes, I appreciate that the safety of people heading to that bridge is important. The safety of my sheep is important too. All I have to do is put that sign right there, and it would have the opposite effect. It would actually help. But that's councils for you. Councils don't like to help, they like to hinder. Look at still. That was a good save, wee girl. Hey, good work. You got all dusty, didn't you? Hey, to get you to a creek for a drink. Girls are flying around the road. I've got two ways to get them into this paddock. They're going the right way and they're going past the first one. That's okay. That would have been easy, but that's alright. Gates here are new. It's going to make life really easy in lots of ways, but yeah, this used to just be all open so we could never do anything with this, and now the job begins of actually doing something with it. But in there is where they've got to wind up, but I think they can stay there for an hour or two. Morning. Carrying around, girl. Well, here we go. There's some reasonable lambs there. Shut this one just in case. Hey! Sit down still, sit. Get them all through here and get the next mob in. Good girl still. Stay there, you little rascals. unlike this woolly one here with the blue line down her back, they are not work shoes, they were the unplanned curlies. And no, this year I can't blame them on a neighbour. It was all my fault this time around. Well, it was one of my road ram lambs or crib lamb spots, so fine. So I'm not worried about it. It was like, I don't know, a dozen maybe. So it worked out alright, but yeah, they're definitely not going to work. Two of them in this mob, don't know why, they should have been the other ones, but that's alright. Yeah, so if you're wondering what the difference is there, that's it. Certainly are getting to have some grass around the place now. When you think that we've got 200 ewes going and hopefully somewhere between 30 and 50 lambs, yeah, we should get 30 surely. Won't be many out of this mob. Yeah, we're going to have oodles of feed around, so I think what we're going to do, try and get some what we call safe paddocks locked up a little bit, not too much, it's probably a little bit early yet, but locked up a bit for weaning, so that we've got really good quality feed in paddocks that are safe to put wean lambs in. So wean lambs have a bad habit, as you can imagine, being taken off button and not knowing what's going on. You know, they've always had monthly guidance, they literally follow mum everywhere. Yeah, they run around like mad little buggers, and they will pile up in creeks and gateways and stupid feed bits and paddocks and all sorts of stuff, so we do have to be careful. It only happens for an hour or two, to be fair. Once they're out of the yards, they're into their paddocks, they run around like crazy for an hour or so, and then they go, oh, there's food in front of us, and they eat, because that's pretty much the single most important thing to a sheep is grass and clover, food. Yeah, so we'll get some paddocks locked up, get some good quality feed on them. Like I say, we don't want it too long, we don't want a crop of baleage in there, and yeah, it'll just mean that when we wean the lambs, they can literally go onto good feed. We don't have to have that lag period where we're trying to get feed ahead of them. We've already got it ahead of them, so should be good, because that doesn't often happen here. There we go, mob number 2 in. Just went far too easily. If only the big mobs in December went that easily, but they won't, because they're like 1,000 sheep a mob, 1,000 ewes a mob, so yeah. Oh, there we go guys, a bit of gear ground up. Just waiting on Sarah to get back from the store. She's gone down to get some rattle for us, some chalk, so we can mark all these ewes. I think we'll mark the ones that are going to the works, so that they've got a mark on them to identify them. Whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. Whatever colour she gets. And yeah, that way, if there's a box up at the works, they'll have a way of working out whose is whose, because this time of year there's lots and lots of little mobs going in, and sometimes the odd sheep jumps from pen to pen, so yeah, it'll make life a bit easy for them. did not go to plan. You remember I was telling you how things were going far too smoothly? Yeah, these gates are all like 30 years old now. And that one broke. And it was right here. So now, we only have one mob, which is going to make life a bit easier, I guess, but I didn't want one mob, I wanted two. We've replaced a couple of gates with steel ones. I don't like steel in my sheep yards, but you won't get timber this good anymore. Like, all timber that's available today is absolute garbage compared to what this stuff was 30 years ago. And 30 years before that it was all native, so it was all even better again. So we're not going wood, we're just going to go steel. You can see stuff like this. See that one there's got a broken rail. This one here, not showing any signs of cracking. They all seem to crack through there or there. There, that supporters, yeah, that's been patched up there. So, time to go on you. Right, now this is where things get dodgy. Because these lambs are spooked up to hell. And now we've got to try to run them all down the race again to get those last few ewes out. Which, I mean, like I said, it's going to make the job faster because it's going to be one mob, but it's going to be more sorting out of ewe lambs now. It's alright guys, you're going back with your mum soon. We're not actually weaning you today. That's tomorrow. You naughty. Put your head down. There you go, there you go. You want to find it? Find it up and go. There you go. Right, now this next step is just a little bit dodgy. And that's probably not very good to be there, but I'm going to get that fixed in the next few days. There we go. Not that gate, the one beside it. Got to be very careful here because they'll get spooked up easy. Oh, here we go. Hey. There's a few rippers in there. Put my hand on a few and they're there. Don't know how many, but we'll find out tomorrow. Calm down, you crazy wee buggers. Calm down. Just calm down. Out of there, you. Hey, see how they pile up like that? They did that big time before just as a dog barked incidentally, and yeah, no one's fault. No one's fault at all, it just happened. See how they just keep going faster and faster? Crazy. There we go. Now they should be reasonably safe out there, as long as we don't do anything stupid like approach them too fast. Some really good looking lambs out there when you see them outside actually. They always look better outside, but see, that's me approaching slowly. Can you imagine if I'd come roaring out here? Easy wee guys. Well guys, slight change of plan, just had a count up, and I reckon if I draft all of the 2-deuce and 4-deuce and those woolly ones out, the rest can go, and then we'll go through those ones and see which ones haven't had a lamb. Right, so there we go, had a good sort up. Sarah's been using purple because she's obsessed with that colour for some reason. So blue heads, not blue back necessarily, they've been checked. Blue heads are staying, or purple heads, and the ones that aren't marked are not. And now for the most fun job of the day, the biggest job of the day, crutching these ewes. I don't think there's many here that are going to get away without getting touched. There's quite a few of them that need done. So as we crutch them, we've just got to check the udders on every sheep, make sure there's no open wounds in them, and other than that, no poos around the bum, good to go to the works. Oh, there we go guys, that's about halfway through now. Just going to do a quick gear change. Yep, new screw on there this morning. The GoPro battery didn't let it get too dirty. Now we've got these cutters, which I don't really like. And we've got these ones, which I think are amazing. I think they're a Heinegger Edge, can't remember. These combs, these Heinegger Accelerates, I really rate them for what we're doing here. The sandfly biting the leg. Don't know what they're like for shearing, because I don't do any shearing, but for this, they work a treat. Right, see if it covers side to side. Not much on that side, so it won't. No, right. Right, till about there. Yep. That'll do us. It's an older handpiece, so put a bit of oil in the barrel. the bearing, I can't remember how it works. In there anyway. Just nip that up. Oil in there, and then on there. Beauty. Don't forget to do your tension up so the cutter doesn't fly across the room and kill someone. Mingle, mingle, mingle. Oh, there we go, all done by 12:45. Righto guys, we will catch us back I think in another video tomorrow.